This is Lewis Hart for Boxing Social in association with Empire Fight Store Force Irish Style. Always delighted to be joined with the master of knowledge, Spencer Fearon. we're in Surrey at Joshua Buatsi is just finishing camp at the Boxing Booth gym. Yep. Other than that, how's things, mate? How are we?
Everything's blessed, man. I've got a big up boxer, got a big up Ben Shalom, Dan Miller, Savage Dan, who's like the head of media. Got a big up Savage. No, seriously. I was really surprised because like me, like Savage Dan, really did surprise me. Never judge a book, but he really did surprise me on his boxing knowledge. You know, he was dropping some bars. I said,
he knows a bit. You know, he does know a bit.
No, man. Because I see it online, enough man trying to diss Savage Dan. I'm saying right, and you know what I mean. And I said I've got to stop writing about him now. I've got to stop dissing him now. but he knows his things. He knows his thing.
Absolutely. Well, we're here for Joshua Buatsi, just finishing camp for a massive fight against Dan Azeez. An all-British clash, a local derby in a way, one that the fans can really get involved in and sink their teeth in.
This is an excellent fight. You know what I mean? And with Joshua Buatsi being of Ghanaian descent and Dan Azeez being of Nigerian descent, this is the battle of the jollof rice. This is what this thing is about. This is the battle of jollof. I just want man to know that. Does Ghana have the best jollof or is it Nigeria? Because whoever wins this fight, whoever wins this fight is going to get paid in jollof rice from Boxer. Ben Shalom's going to pay you a bag of rice. Now I'm saying like this is a really good fight, man. It's a really good fight simply because the onus is on Joshua Buatsi to perform, right? The onus is on Dan Azeez to be himself.
And with a fight like this, with it getting a rescheduled date, do you feel like there's the benefit of the build-up where we have seen sort of them clash heads in a way? It was very friendly the first time. This time, I suppose the beaver sells really.
So the thing with them and Savage Dan, they was going in on boxers on boxing. You haven't seen it. It's a really good interview that's on Box on YouTube. Like they proper, like you can see it because that's how when it's been that long where it's been. You can see Dan Azeez kind of out of character, right? But not really, because if people know Dan Azeez is about that. He's that guy, right? And so is Joshua Buatsi. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people get fooled by the nicey and the humble, quiet, you know what I mean, praise God, Jesus, that kind of guy, yeah? He's actually very thuggish. Yeah. But the reason, like, I'm talking fighting-wise, because I remember seeing him in the amateurs, early days in the amateurs, yeah? His major thing was to go and have a tear-up. Think about this, pretty boxing. He wants to fight. He's got that inside of him. This is what makes his fight interesting, right? Because he goes and has a fight, he's going to be in punching range. If you're in punching range, you can hit a guy, but the guy can also hit you. And this is what makes it intriguing. It's a good fight.
And how much do you feel like Buatsi has to prove when comes to this fight with I suppose a lot of criticism coming when he moved over from Matchroom to Boxer, and he probably wouldn't have been as active as he wanted to be. So do you feel like he's got more to prove than ever in this fight really with Azeez?
I think simply because of where the both men are ranked, they're both in the top 5 in the world, right? So because of that, that is a very major important thing, and the fact that Dan Azeez is an unbeaten fighter. He's a former European champion, never lost that title in the ring, right? He's still the British champ. So it's like those things add more spice to what this is. And it makes it very, very intriguing because I believe that Joshua Buatsi has an identity crisis. Does he want to be Andre Ward? Does he want to be Evander Holyfield? Now I'm saying, you're with Virgil Hunter, who is a very accomplished trainer, right? But in this here, you know what I mean? I want to see the dog inside of Joshua Buatsi, but I want to see that dog technical. We know that Dan Azeez had that dog in him. He's proven that where sometimes he doesn't mind winning ugly. But even though he wins ugly, it's still entertaining. So this is what makes it a good fight. It's an intriguing fight.
Absolutely. And I suppose one thing I wanted to go back to last weekend when we saw Natasha Jonas take on Mikaela. A very, very close fight.
How did you score that fight?
If I'm being honest, how I scored it.
I want you to lie to me.
No. Okay. If I'm being completely honest here to you, and I'd say this to anyone else, at ringside I scored it 97-93 Mikaela. Watched it back and I had it the same scorecard. Right. What did you have it?
Well, I'm just going to be biased. I'm just going to tell this whole thing this year. I'm going to be biased because I love Natasha Jonas, yeah?
Nothing, it was a close fight.
Okay, but I have to be honest as well, yeah? When I was watching it, I was on the phone chatting away and blah, I was going back and forth, right? So I didn't really watch the fight. But from the overall picture of what I saw, Natasha Jonas was getting punch up. She was, right? And she looked every part of a 39-year-old, right? But, and I'm going to say but, because she boxed superb in those first 3 rounds, right? And there was little pieces of work that she was doing, which was just absolutely like, I was like clapping. I was just about to tweet, Joe Gallagher was doing a fantastic job here, man. He's like, he's done. So, close fights are close fights. It was a close fight. Close fights are not robberies. I would like to see Maya get a rematch. I would love to see that, but it's not going to happen. Let's just be real. It's not going to happen. But you know what? She's proved herself like up at welterweight. She's a bad gal. She's, I mean, she's doing her thing. It was a close fight. It wasn't an out-and-out robbery. But I've been pipped to see many people that have chosen Natasha Jonas. But bottom line is, we're British, and I'm glad that she won.
One thing I did want to ask you about, and Adam Catterall tweeted about it, about having like a unified scoring criteria, so all judges can sort of read off the same hymn sheet, where you've got a British judge who has, certain things that they look out for, American judge that looks out for these things. Is that a good idea?
You know what? It's very nice in theory, like for the evolution of boxing, yeah, to have this scoring system and all this. Boxing is very, very subjective, unfortunately, and you got to know like what we witnessed on the weekend. Mikaela will be leaving and saying like, right, I'm never coming to the UK again, because she thought that she beat Boron Gardner, and she definitely thought that she beat Natasha Jonas. So she ain't never coming back here. But the truth is this: if they could find a fight for her to come back to the UK, I'll be willing to see her, because she's a very, very good fighter. I mean, she's a very good fighter. We never know what's going to happen, you know?
And I suppose just a last one from me. We did see Felix Cash in the gym today, and it also coincides with Matchroom versus Queensbury, the 5v5 being signed, being announced. We could see, I suppose, Felix Cash being involved in that. Good.
Felix Cash would be up against
Bentley or Shiraz.
No, he's beat Bentley already, right? Yeah, Hamza Shiraz. That would be a good fight. You know what I mean? That would be a really, really good fight. You know what I mean? That would be. I rate Felix Cash. He's all big. I like Felix. I like him personally. He's a very, very nice guy. But I also like Hamza Shiraz. I know his dad really, really well. That would be a great fight. I would be looking forward to seeing that.
What other fights would you like to see? Anthony Yard against Callum Smith. Other fights potentially. AJ Fury obviously being the main one.
Listen. Anthony Yard, Callum Smith. I would love to see that fight. You know what I mean? Especially because like Paul Smith's got beef with Tundi. Tundi ain't got no beef with him, but Paul Smith. And Paul Smith's my guy, so it's nothing against Paul. I'd like to see that. I would. You know what I mean? I would like to see that a lot. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Spencer, just want to say thank you for taking time to speak to me. Really, really good to catch up with you. Appreciate catching up with you as ever, and I'm sure I'll be seeing you on Fight Week for Buatsi Azeez, mate. Appreciate it.
See you on Fight Week, because they got They got the live. Please, if you lot ain't coming down, come down to Box Park, and they are doing a live Gloves Are Off with Johnny Nelson, Dan Azeez and Joshua Buatsi, which is going to be incredible. So I think we can have some crowd interjection as well. So please get down to that. I think Box is doing a fantastic job, because everybody's talking about Saudi, which is a great thing. It's a fantastic thing, right? And what things that Turkey Al Sheikh is doing, like throwing a lot of money into the game, which is fantastic. It's a lifeline. But it's also good that we have things on British soil. You know what I mean? Because we are British at the end of the day. So it's good that we're seeing things like that. And it's really good that we're seeing 2 men who are representing Great Britain who don't fit the narrative of the stereotype. We've got 2 men of colour who both university graduates and have done really, really well for themselves financially, and they've done things really, really well for themselves socially. So I think this is great, and like boxers should be celebrated for that, what they've done. I think that's wicked.
100%. Spencer, thank you for taking time to speak to me. Appreciate it. Catch up with you soon, mate. Top man,
bro.
Thank you, bro. Cheers.
We need to think of a new advert for freebets.com.
Get your best betting offers from freebets.com.
Yeah, that'll do.
The following deals are now live.